Hi, I'm Dennis Martin, President of Demartek. In today's video, we're comparing the performance of two types of solid-state drives, enterprise SSDs and consumer-grade SSDs. Like their spinning hard drive counterparts, enterprise SSDs differ from consumer SSDs or client SSDs in two important areas, endurance and performance. Let's take a look at some of these differences. Client SSDs are expected to operate for approximately 8 hours per day, use more localized areas of the device, and are optimized for cost. On the other hand, enterprise SSDs are designed and built for 24-hour per day operation, randomly access the entire capacity of the device on a regular basis, and maintain the highest levels of reliability, availability, and data integrity. SMART Storage Systems asked us to compare their new XceedStor 500S enterprise SSDs against a well-known consumer SSD in order to highlight these differences. We ran two types of tests in two different configurations, as shown in the diagram. For the first set of performance tests, we ran with a single SSD from SMART Storage Systems and a single consumer-grade SSD. This was to test the basic capabilities of each drive. Then we took 4 of each of these drives and configured them in various RAID configurations and ran a different set of workloads. One of the enterprise features of the SMART Storage Systems SSDs is the ability to identify the data patterns being written and optimize the use of the flash media for that data. This means that sometimes the SMART SSDs will write fewer bytes of data than the host thinks are being written. This extends the endurance of the flash media and increases its performance. The SMART SSDs use enterprise flash controllers from SandForce with the enterprise code enabled. In order to demonstrate this, we use two different versions of Iometer, an open-source I/O benchmark tool. Iometer 2006 writes completely random data in its test file, while Iometer 2008 writes data with repeating patterns in its test file, as you can see here. We have compiled similar output from several performance benchmark tools on our website. You can find these by entering Demartek benchmark output formats in your favorite internet search engine. After preconditioning both drives, we ran a series of Iometer workloads. Here are the results for 100% random writes for Q depth equal to 32. Notice that for the completely random and unique data pattern produced by Iometer 2006, the SMART drive achieved higher IOs per second, or IOPS, than the consumer drive at most block sizes. The total bandwidth throughput, or megabytes per second, for both drives was also close, with the SMART drive outperforming the other drive for most of the block sizes. Now let's look at the results for the data that has repeating patterns in it, as produced by Iometer 2008. Notice that the scale on the left of the chart is different than the previous charts. Here we see that the SMART drive significantly outperformed the other drive. For IOPS, the consumer drive performed about the same as in the previous test. However, the SMART drive provided significantly higher performance at all block sizes. The peak difference was 60 times the number of IOPS as the consumer drive at the 4K block size. For bandwidth throughput, the SMART SSD again significantly outperformed the consumer-grade SSD. For our second set of tests, we took 4 of each of these SSDs and ran them in 3 configurations, RAID 0, RAID 5, and RAID 10, with enterprise workloads. We ran Microsoft Exchange JetStress 2010 using similar mailbox profiles for each of the RAID configurations. In all cases, the SMART SSDs reached significantly higher achieved IOPS than the consumer SSDs. The SMART SSDs also achieved much lower or better latencies for the database reads and the log file writes than the consumer SSD. Note that the difference in performance was especially high for RAID 5, which requires extra writes to complete. We found the SMART Storage Systems SSDs to be an excellent choice for enterprise workloads. To get the full report with all the performance details, go to our website at www.demartek.com or look for Demartek SMART Storage Systems Evaluation in your favorite internet search engine. While you're on our website, have a look at our other reports, evaluations, and deployment guides. You can also sign up for our free monthly newsletter. I'm Dennis Martin, and thanks for watching.